Come on in.
Hello.
Hello.
Chris?
Yeah.
My name's Nicholas. I believe we spoke on the phone.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
Oh, very good, very good. How about you?
Good, good. Is business going pretty well today?
Yeah, pretty well so far, yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, I was wondering before we start, is there anybody else who would benefit from sitting in on this meeting?
No, the office manager is out for the day because he had some really urgent business to handle today.
Oh. Well, that's too bad. But I'm sure you'll fill him in later, right?
Of course.
Okay. Well, I represent NetSuite. We're a CRM software. I was, the first time I heard about career results was when my best friend was getting out of college. He was having a really tough time finding a job and hooking up because it was really about who you know and the networking aspect. And you guys really helped him get his foot in the door. And you guys got him in with T. Rowe Price, and he's worked his way up. And now he works in the finance department. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yes, that is cool. Of course, we were here to make networking a little more painless for the new graduates.
Well, at NetSuite, we're making software and networking a little more painless for our clients. We're a tight-knit software. We're cloud-based, and we're basically aimed at helping people get their work done more efficiently and a lot faster. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
Certainly would.
All right. Do you guys use your own software here in the house?
Yes, we do. We use our own proprietary software here in our offices.
Oh. And how does that software hold up for you guys?
Not well. It's constantly freezing, and it can be difficult to use and to train people to learn.
Oh, that's too bad to hear. CRM is very easy to learn, easy to train people on, and it basically just is all around kind of made so it can take the load of handling your own IT department and things like that, to take that off of the company's shoulders. And because we handle so many clients, we're good at what we do. I was wondering, what exactly are your top line goals for like sales growth, market shares, expansions, and also I was wondering what your bottom line needs are as far as cutting costs this year, layoffs, things like that. Nothing gets cheaper these days.
Well, we hope to achieve 12% growth in the market share this year, but with the economy the way it is, we are going to need to lay off employees. We're going to need to make slight layoffs, and upkeep for our old software certainly doesn't help anything.
No, I bet it doesn't. I was wondering, what exactly do your employees do? Like, what would you say they spend most of their time doing?
I mean, I guess I can't say for sure. I mean, who knows sometimes, It's hard to tell, even when you own the business.
You told me on the phone that your clients and your candidate teams are kind of split up, and that your candidates kind of handle most of the resume digging through.
Yes.
How much time would you say they spend on that in their day? A lot? More than 50%, would you say?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I can show you a few quick features of NetSuite right now that could help do away with that.
All right, that sounds good. I only have about 10 minutes to spare before I have to start getting back to work.
Oh, that's completely understandable. Completely understandable. Here, I'll show you right here. See, just do a quick login. Here, I'll do mine. Yeah, see? Now, go right over here and click this tab. You see that? There you go. Now we're at the home page. Now come over here and hit the page that says Database Systems. Yeah. As you can see, we're kind of a search base. If you go into here, you can create a tag. Like, for instance, if you're scrolling through a bunch of resumes, you can have a tag that says 4.0 GPA. And when you search when you search for that, you can only come up with results that have that certain characteristic. And then if you find a resume you like, a kind of characteristic right there on the spot, if something is tagged, like maybe if it said like graduate of Stanford, in case you had people in that area or a business, and it would make moving a lot easier, you could highlight that and click it, and it would show you other resumes that are just like that. Doesn't that sound like it would make work a lot easier for your candidate teams?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Well, that's certainly a lot better.
Very cool. Very interesting so far.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
And you know, we try to keep everything down. We try to make it easy. You know, if your client teams need to travel, it's cloud-based, so they can basically go anywhere, anytime, and all they need is a software, and all of our features are instantly there in a flash.
Excellent. That is pretty excellent.
Yes. And what would you say are the costs of your IT department right now?
Maybe we should look it up.
You have that information right there? And do you have your own IT department here?
Yes, we do.
Well, it says that it takes about 8% of your administrative costs are attributed to that entire department.
Really? I didn't even know.
Oh.
Should probably look into that.
Well, if you choose us, you know, over your software, not that you need to be hasty and make a choice right now, but, you know, you would have no more need for that kind of department. You would only really need the people that keep your network running so that you could enjoy internet. And of course, if you had something like Comcast or Xfinity Business Class that held a you know, internet connection here, you have no need for it at all. And that would cut out a lot of costs. And of course, for maintenance and upgrades and things like that, we would handle all of that ourselves.
Excellent. That's absolutely fantastic.
And you know, for upgrades, what we do is we try not to, because we know that when you start using our software, it becomes such an integral part of what you do. You know, we make sure not to interrupt that. So when we do actually do upgrades and we're about to bog down the network, we actually load everything up, kind of like stacking dominoes in place. And we wait till the end of the business week. And that's when we start putting in the updates and start making them redirect itself. And then, you know, our server will reboot. And by the time you're back to work on Monday morning, any upgrades, things we find, bugs, caches that we need to fix, all are completely fixed and you'd never have noticed because your work will be uninterrupted.
Well, how much IT maintenance would be necessary?
Basically just what you would need to keep your network running. You know, if you needed to have your internet housed, basically, how you get your signal through.
Okay.
But of course, if they traveled, they'd need some kind of mobile internet. Your client teams, I mean.
That sounds pretty too good to be true, you know?
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We try to help. We try to make sure that, you know, it's a small, simple, flat rate that you pay instead of having to worry about chasing down IT and all that. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think
I'll
I'm...
get that for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It does seem like a great program. But I'm afraid that I am already comfortable with our own software, and it's good to know what I can hold my own employees accountable when something goes wrong, and we'll know where to find them.
Oh. Yeah, I understand that having your own department in-house and you have a face that you can turn to when something goes wrong is pretty important, and it helps you feel that comfort. But when the workday's over, what happens? Do they go home?
Yes.
Well, you know, that doesn't sound extremely reliable because we have a maintenance staff that's available 24 hours a day to help you with any questions, problems you have, and they'll try and do their best. And me, as your NetSuite representative, I would be available 24 hours a day, and you could call me on your cell phone. And, you know, if I was in my office, I could probably fix any problem right then and there. But if not, I worked the best I could to help you with whatever problem you needed. Doesn't that sound a little more reliable?
I suppose that does sound a little better. A lot better, actually.
I'm glad. Well, I'm excited to work with a company like NetSuite. It would really be fascinating to have such a great partnership, and you know, you guys could even throw some pretty awesome candidates our way.
Definitely. It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah. Well, before I leave today, I'd like to set you guys up with a free demo of our product, and I'm going to be sure to, you know, if you could you send me an email or email with some email addresses that I could send the software, free
course.
trial versions and
Certainly.
logins to your associates.
Sure, I could definitely do that for you.
All right. And the next step, this trial will last for about 2 months, so you guys can get used to the software, and basically the value will speak for itself. I know you guys are going to grow to love this software. It's going to make what you do a lot easier. And you haven't even seen some of our other benefits like sales forecasting, market penetrations, things like that. And I really know you guys are going to grow to love it.
Excellent.
And basically, I'd just like to set up a firm follow-up appointment for next week to come in and help further educate your employees. I'll bring some breakfast or lunch, whatever you guys need. What day would best suit your schedule?
Well, let's see. Maybe Wednesday around 11:30. That might work. I can see about rounding up as much of my staff as possible for lunch, and maybe that would work.
Okay. And whoever doesn't show up, I can come by later and basically round up the rest of them and show them what's going on.
Oh, okay.
That sound good?
Yeah, that sounds absolutely wonderful.
All right. Well, here's one of my business cards.
Oh, thank you.
Can I have one of yours?
Of course, sir. There you go.
As you can see on that card, there's my email. That's my work email. And there's my business phone number and my fax. And of course, my cell phone. And if you have any questions, give me a call anytime.
Excellent. Nice
It's
to
been
meet
great
you.
talking with you.
Very
I
nice.
hope you have a very good rest of your day.
I hope so too. Hope you do as well.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, have a nice day.